Good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us for our first Remax and Photofy Pro subscription webinar training session. My name is Monica Brady. I am the account director here at Photofy, and I take care of much of the training that we have for our customers. I'm very excited to be here today. On the webinar, we also have Sharon Beck, who is the Director of Agent Services at Remax Heritage in Kansas City. And Sharon will be leading you on some power user training after I get through some of the basics here. We're both very excited to have you here today so that you can learn more about Photofy and what it has to offer. We're going to go through how to register if you have not done that yet, accessing your subscription for the first time. We'll also go over some basics like reposts and templates and how to do some freeform creating. And then Sharon will take you through some fun ideas of her own that she's had, things that she uses to help market her office and agents. And we'll have some question and answer time at the end. But if a question comes up while we are doing this, feel free to enter it in the chat or use the Q&A button at the bottom of the Zoom window, and we will get to all of these questions before we leave here today. So let me go ahead and get the screen switched over and we'll get started. So to jump in and register, if you have not done so already, let me go ahead and change my screen over. You can go to photofy.com forward slash remax invite. And once you are there, you'll see this page here. This will allow you to kind of scroll through, learn a little bit more about what is included, and give you a few examples of what you can create with Photofy. Once you get to the bottom, there is a form here where you'll enter your first name, last name, email address, your phone number, and your MCID. I get a lot of questions of what is the MCID. The MCID is located in Mac Center. If you look right here at the bottom underneath the link, there is a, underneath the MCID field, there is a link of how to find your agent ID, and you'll be able to locate it and enter it there. So once you've entered that, it will then pop up your terms and conditions and take you forward through the rest of the registration process. If you are able to, well, once you've gotten in there, it is for agents and managers. It is 90 days free, $4 per month thereafter. There is a free, well, your account, if you are the primary broker owner of an office, you will be covered by the Remax home office. So everybody else, it is just $4 per month for a whole lot of cool access. But once you get through this registration period, or registration process, you'll get to a success screen after you create a password. And from there, you're just gonna go ahead and go over to your mobile devices app store. And let me go ahead and show you how to get to that. Whether you're on an iPhone or Android, you'll be able to locate Photofy just by going to the App Store and type in the search, look for Photofy, and you'll see Photofy content creation. This is us right here. So you're going to go ahead and download the app if you haven't already. I'm going to go ahead and open it since I've already got it downloaded to my app. And this is the first thing you'll see first time you open up the app. You're going to swipe over until you get to the sign-in screen. And now you're going to go ahead and click on Business Sign-In. And you're going to enter your email address and password. And once you've logged in, The first thing you'll see for a first-time registrant will actually be a pop-up screen that says, welcome, we're so glad you're here. This is going to ask you to input a whole bunch of information. That is your profile information. And what this does is this will actually pre-populate into your templates and into some of the artwork pieces, so you don't have to type it in every time. So this is going to be your contact information, your name, phone number, email address, your location, whatever you would like to have public and available for everybody. So once you fill that out, you'll then get to the main screen, which is this one right here. And to give you a quick tour of the app, let's see, get my mouse going again. We have photos and collages. This is where you'll start to do a lot of your free form content creation. This will allow you to choose a background. You've got a lot of stock photos provided to you by Remax. And you can also go through and see there's a lot of tabs here. So they've actually got everything kind of categorized out for you. You can also access your camera roll. You have albums. If you have any albums on your phone, there's also our Photofy stock photos, and you have access to Google Drive and Dropbox. Alternatively, you can take a picture. So if you're at a location and you need to take a quick snapshot, you can use that as your background image as well. Artwork is where all of your overlays are housed from Remax. These are available here. Again, they're categorized out as well. So you can find different things available within the artwork section. And there's two ways to access this. One is right here from the main screen, and the other is from within your editing screens. We also have templates, which are pre-formatted and ready for you to use. Very simple. You just add some photos in the ones where there are places for that. And then you can also add some text, change some text. A lot of times your text information is already pre-formatted, pre-filled in with your tokens. I think my device is stuck here. All right, there we go. So wherever you see this grayed out area is where you're going to have the spot to enter a photo. And then a lot of this text is going to be part of your tokens. So again, these are pre-formatted out and ready for you to use. They are categorized as well. You'll see Zoom backgrounds, and we'll get back to that later. Super excited about that. But there's a lot of things in here that are available for you. Reposts are great for super quick, super fast sharing. If you don't have time to create something, or you're not totally creative and not sure what to make, you can go to the repost section, and these are already done for you. These are ready to go and available. All you have to do is tap on them and share it out to your social channels. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. We'll just choose this one right here. And because this is a new install here, that will pop up the first time. But now you have Facebook and Instagram where you can share too. So all you have to do is click through, and it'll take you through to your social channels ready to go. If there is any text behind this image that Remax wants you to use, you're going to automatically have it copied to the clipboard. So all you have to do is paste it. This one did not. So it's going to just go through with the image and allow you to insert your own caption. All right, so we'll go back to Remax, to Photofy. We're going to start over. The other options we have here, if you are on iOS, you will have a scheduler button. Android, you do not, but it's okay. There's other ways to get to that. We will actually feature that in another webinar coming up. But the other thing we have here are video templates. So if you like to share videos, we do have templates here available. They are just like the photo templates, but you can add a video into them. So share a quick message or do a mini walkthrough of a house or property for sale, or send a thank you note. You can do that here. So let's go ahead and go to templates, and I'll show you what I mean about the tokens coming up. This is one really cool feature that we like is the token. So we're going to go ahead and use this Let's Get Your Listing Right template just as an example. You can see that right here is a spot to add a photo. So you'll go ahead and tap there. And again, this will take you to the stock photos, or if you have a photo on your camera roll or your albums that you'd like to use of a property, you can. So we're going to go ahead and just choose this house here. And you'll see that it appears behind the text here. If you look here, you'll see that my name, Jane Smith, is on here, as well as my contact phone number and my email address. I did not input social information into my tokens, but you can. Alternatively, if you tap on the text button, you'll see that everything on this page is editable. So if you want to change your heading, the Let's Get Your Listing Right, you can change that to something else. You can also change the subheading there. I can get you headed in the direction of sold. You can change your office location and the information in the very bottom as well. Just tap there, and if we don't want to add our social information, we can just delete that. Now this change is a one-off change. This is not going to affect all of your future templates or tokens. There is another way to edit that, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But in here, you can see right away that that text is gone for the social. So I like what I have. I'm going to go ahead and tap apply. And then we're back to the main screen. If you want to add some filters to your image, you can, and that's just kind of light filters or different ways of changing the image a little bit. But we're going to go ahead and say, I like this. It is done. And now it goes to the sharing page. And you have all of your social channels available. So you're only restricted in the reposts. Other than that, you have all of these options here when you're doing a template or freeform creation. So you can post anything here. Alternatively, if you don't see something, there is the more share options at the bottom that you can tap on. And that will then bring up all of the apps that are native on your device. So whatever you've got loaded onto your device, you can then use. Those are probably the most frequently used ones. And then if you tap more, it'll bring up the rest. So we'll go ahead, and I see a question about Facebook. So if you want to share to Facebook, this will automatically bring up my account, which is your timeline. If you want to change that, then you can tap on this drop down box. Now, I don't have Facebook loaded on here. Let's see, since this is a test device. But you will go through this process to log in, and it will bring up pages that you want to go ahead and share with to make sure that you have all of those available. And I think it's messed me up. Ah, okay. This is what happens when you use a test device sometimes. Okay, for those of you that are connected to a different region, some of you will have different options. They do choose the options that are relevant to their area. I see a mention about Zoom backgrounds. We were waiting on approval from those region leaders as far as getting those added to your galleries. So it does take a little bit of extra time, but we are working on getting those approved. I know they were approved just recently for Integra. So we're just waiting on some of the other regions. So I do apologize. They are working on getting that done for you. All right, so let's go ahead and give this another go. So if you've connected your Facebook to your account, I'm not sure how this is, yeah. So I need to get I guess I need to log into actual Facebook on here. I don't typically use Facebook, so this is kind of crazy. All right, so it did work. This will then allow you to choose if you have a page, or you can go to your timeline as well. So once you've chosen the one that you want, tap on done. And here you can enter your caption that you'd like to take over to the screen with you to share into the Facebook. And this works the same for Instagram. Instagram will open up and share to whatever account that you're actually logged into. So we'll say contact me, just because this is a test. We'll post to Facebook. This will upload, and then it will actually go to your Facebook page. Let's see. I gotta love test accounts. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab while we're waiting. All right, it's been shared. All right. So now if we go over to Facebook, and then let's see, here's test page. You can see that the image has been shared to Facebook. So there it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and start over. And then I'm going to walk you through a really quick freeform creation, and then I'm going to hand it over to Sharon so that she can show you some other really cool features. Just real quick, we're going to go ahead and show you how to start. You're going to click on Photos and Collages to grab a background image. So we're going to pretend I've got this beautiful house that I am listing right now. This comes over, and you can go to your Remax artwork button. And this is where you'll find all of your branded images. Let's see, we'll tap on that. And as soon as they come up, we're going to move over. And I am looking for, here we go. These signs are awesome. Okay, so these are really cool. We're going to go ahead and grab the for sale sign here. And you'll notice that this for sale sign pre-populates with all of my information. So now I can move it into the picture wherever I'd like. If you'd like to reduce the size, all you have to do is use your fingers and you can pinch. And you can move it around the screen to wherever you'd like it to be. Again, you can change this information in here so that it matches your contact info. Tap done, and we'll hit apply. And you can add as many overlays as you'd like. So if you want to add something else, you can do that as well. Let's see if we have a just listed. Where will we find that? Let's see, we'll scroll down. I know there's some cool stuff in here. Let's do just on the market. So we can put that in there, move that up to the blue sky so that it's easily visible. And something a lot of people don't know about is shadow. I love to use shadow in many cases because it will actually pop that out. Tap apply. If you want to see it without all of the editing pieces, you can do that, which is the little two diagonal arrows next to the done screen or done button. And you can kind of preview that as well. And then once you're happy with it, You can tap done. And again, that will take you to the sharing screen. And then you can go ahead and share to your social. You can text it. You can do all kinds of stuff there. And you also have the more sharing options as well. All right, so that's kind of a quick overview of the Photofy app as far as what it can do. Sharon is going to go ahead and take over my screen and show you guys some really cool features that are available for you guys to create awesome content.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Like Monica said, I am the Director of Agent Services at Remax Heritage in Blue Springs and Lee Summit, Missouri. And I have been a Photofy shipper since it came out at BOC in our region, I think a year and a half ago. And so I've just dove into it and I love everything about it. I love how quick it is. I love how up to date it is. And I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do right now that are like the hot items. And then as we go through and do more of these webinars, you'll see some different things that we can do as well. So the first thing that I want to show you is actually the Zoom backgrounds. So this is the screen that you should see when you pull up your Photofy. When you go into templates, so I'm going to show you how to see it in templates, and then I'm going to show you how to do just a generic one. So if you go into templates, you're going to be able to scroll over and see the ones that have been created actually by Photofy, and they're adding new stuff all the time. So if you click on Zoom backgrounds, it's going to show you the ones that have been already created for you. Maybe if my phone wants to work. Because technology is that way. You're going to be able to see the Zoom backgrounds here, and those are the ones that are already created for you. Like I said, you can actually go in and you can go into photos and collages, and you can actually pick your own photo to make a Zoom background. We're going to go ahead and go into stock photos. I do not know why this is working. All right, perfect. So say I want to do just a generic kitchen. I'm going to go over to the stock photos. I'm going to click on the search feature there, and I'm going to type in kitchen. And it's going to show me all of the kitchen pictures that I have, stock photos that I have available. So say I just want something not too busy. Maybe I want to do this background. I'm going to click continue. And the first thing that I want to do here is I actually want to change the ratio. If you try to edit the that are already pre-filled, portrait, landscape, Instagram story, so on and so forth, also for your pictures as well. You can add custom dimensions, and Monica has a really cool link that she can post in the chat that shows you just different dimensions. I'm a Googler, so I just said, hey, Google, what is the dimensions of a Zoom background? And so I went in and I created a custom dimension for my Zoom background. So I'm going to choose Zoom background and see how it changes the picture. Well, so if I like that, I'm going to click mine. So on Android and iPhone, you're going to get a different, up in the right-hand corner, I have a check mark when I want to click done. On the iPhones, it says done. So if I want to move that picture up or down, I can do that. And so then I want to just start adding text overlays. You can go in and you can add logos. You can add your office logo. So I want to add, let's just say I want to add a logo, like one of my office logos. All right, so I'm going to add my Remax Heritage here. And I'm just gonna put it probably top left, depending on where I think my head's gonna be in that Zoom background. Now, I don't want that to be prominent. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna actually change the opacity of that photo. So right down here, I can actually make it so that that's not as bright. And then I'm gonna click done. And then let's go into artwork and say I wanted to use one of the new awesome stickers that just came out. I really like the fists that say sell yeah. So, or like the Remax Hustle. We'll do the Remax Hustle with the coffee cup. I'm gonna drop that in there. Like Monica said, you can use your fingers on the screen or you can use a little size um, changer right there. And so I'm gonna put this here and maybe I'm gonna put that in the bottom right corner. Now for me, when I'm messing around with these photos, I sometimes will click off of the wrong photo. So if I wanna lock a photo so it doesn't move, I can click the little three button, the little three dots up here, and I'm gonna just lock that. The same goes for your background, you can lock. Anything that you're messing with, you can lock. So when I'm ready to take this and put it in a Zoom background, I'm finished, I like everything here. I'm gonna click the check mark or the done button, and then it's gonna take me to this end screen. From here, it's actually saved to your photo album. So then you would follow the steps in Zoom background and get it there that way. So you wouldn't, just from here, you would start over or you would go into your photos and upload it to your Zoom. So that's a Zoom background. Another thing that I want to show you is going to be the Facebook cover photos. I have a lot of agents that come to me saying, hey, Sharon, can you make a custom photo for this season? And again, that's as easy as going in, knowing what the custom dimensions are for a Facebook cover photo, which I've done and I've added. So I'm gonna go back into photos and collages. And then I'm going to go into my stock photos. And for the longest time, I just thought that these were all the stock photos I had access to. But no, there are so many photos that you have access to, which is another thing that I like. I know that these photos, I'm not going to get a letter in the mail a month from now saying, hey, cease and desist using my photo. You don't have the rights to it. And a lot of other apps that you're using, for instance, I love using Canva, but not all of those photos are free. These photos here, I don't have to pay for them. So I'm going to click the search feature and I'm going to search for, let's do flowers because you know April showers bring May flowers. So I'm going to search for flowers and I'm going to find just something pretty simple like this. I'm going to click continue. And again, I want to change my ratio first. I'm going to change the layout. I'm going to click on ratio. I'm going to change that to my Facebook cover photo. So then just go through, click the check mark, and then I want to add some text and overlay. Here is where I told you if you have your own personal logo, you can actually go into add logo and you can add that. So here's one of my agents' logos. If I wanted to, I could add that here. I'm going to move that down. And like Monica said, there are other things that you can do. You can change that logo to be a solid color. Say I don't want to do the multiple color that it comes in. I can click on spectrum and I can change that to just a black. Or if I wanted to do white, I could do that. And then the shadow, here's where the shadow comes into play. If I wanted to pop a pretty shadow on that to make it pop, then I can do the shadow. A lot of this stuff that you guys that I'm doing here is just playing around with it. You know, we have a lot of downtime right now. So get in here, mess around with the app, see what all you can create. And I mean, I'm still learning things every day that are new. So let me go ahead and just play around with the shadow. You can change the blur, you can change the opacity, the distance. So when I'm ready, I'm gonna just obviously click around. Okay, and then say I want to add some, again, artwork, if I wanted to add some Remax artwork to that. As you scroll through this top part up here where it says Remax, there's brand, Remax home stickers. These are some really cool stickers that you can put in here. I really like the big hustles. And so then you can go to the Remax collection, Remax commercial, property sign events. If you just scroll through, you're going to see Just some really cool stickers. You can also do Spanish. They're still adding Spanish stuff, which I thought is really neat. So we've got some Spanish stuff in there for you to use as well. So I'm just going to go back to Remax, and maybe I want to use the balloon. So I'm going to do the balloon. I'm going to make that smaller, and I'm going to pop it in the right hand corner. No, I don't want to use that balloon. I lied. We're not going to use that balloon. Let's go ahead and just find. So I'm going to use this outstanding agents here. Make this a little smaller. And we are going to go in the bottom right hand corner. Say I'm ready for that. That's great. I don't want to do anything else. I'm going to go ahead and click my check mark, and it's going to take me to this screen. Again, with any of these pictures here, you can share it directly to Facebook, but you're going to want to actually go into your Facebook account and upload this into your Facebook cover photo. So cover photos are really fun to play around with. And one last thing I want to show you here is the digital business cards. I have had quite a few agents come up to me and say, hey, Sharon, how can I create a digital business card? So there are, thank you, Photofy, for adding these, again, in templates. Oh, hey, maybe I can show you the Zoom backgrounds here. Let's see if I can scroll through. Perfect. So these are the Zoom backgrounds that they have added for you guys to use if you don't want to build your own. So you would just click on one that you want, and then you can change the color. Man, those were so cool. That reminds me of Nick Bailey's little setup from R4. So yes, any of those that you like, you would just click the check mark when you are ready. And then this is where you would get it from your photo album. So sorry, I'm glad I got to show that, but sorry, I digressed. I'm gonna go over here in templates. I'm gonna scroll through, and I'm going to look for, not email signatures, but business cards. So we're gonna pull up the business cards here. And as you see, the ones that say new, these ones are literally new within the last couple of days. Every time I open Photofy, I see something new and fun to mess around with. So here, I'm going to just click on one of these. So we'll click on this one, the top one here. And then as you can see, my information pre-filled here from the tokens. I know that there was a question that came through on what's a token. A token is something that you actually fill out in the beginning that has all of your information. You can go into settings and you can change those along the way, and then you can change them while you're here. Obviously, I'm not a mister. I don't know why it would put that there. So I could put my title there. Maybe. So perfect. And then I can tap to add a photo. It will pull up your photo album. So if you are connected, so if you click all, it's going to pull through your photos. If you select Google Drive, it's going to pull through your Google Drive. Now let's see, we're going to go to all, and I'm going to show you just a picture on here. I used to be the mascot of my high school, so I'm going to put my mascot picture there. I can move it around if I want to. I can replace it. I can lock it. So then once I have all the information I want in here, then I'm going to go ahead and click the check mark. One thing that I like to do with templates is I like to add stuff to them. So if you're that type of person that's like, well, I like what's on the template, but I want to add to that template, what I can go ahead and do is I'm going to save this picture. So I'm going to click the check mark. I'm going to click start over. And then I'm going to go to photos and collages, and I'm going to actually find that picture on my photo album, because again, it saves right to your photo albums. And then I need to change the layout. I went in and I found the layout for the dimensions for a business card. So I clicked the custom ratio for the business cards. And then I can go in and I can add more artwork and text on top of that. If you've got a fun Bitmoji, so here's my little Bitmoji. Say I wanted to add my Bitmoji to my card. I'm going to pop that right there. Maybe I want to do something like that. Or say I wanted to add just some Remax. This one doesn't have any balloons or anything like that. So say I want to add some artwork from the Remax artwork, including those really cool stickers that just came out, the ones that were new. So say I wanted to put the Remax heart on it, which I love. So whenever I'm ready, boom, there's that. And then I'm done. I just wanted to add a little bit of flair to it. I'm going to click the check mark again, and then one more time. And now I can actually text this to people. I can post this in Instagram. I can email it to people. So you can click more share options. And when you do more share options, again, you can add it to your drive. You can email it pretty much anywhere that you can use it. Snapchat, you can use it there as well. If I wanted to, since this is saved in my photo albums, I could text it to a friend. I could text it to a client, and my digital business card is going to pop up right there. So I know that I went through those real quickly, and this is going to be a learning process for you guys. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and or watch this video again or watch the tutorials. Monica has great tutorials, and I know that we'll be adding a lot more content. But that's what I got, Monica. Let me stop my
Awesome.
sharing.
Those are so cool. I love the business cards. Those are so neat. Okay, so let me go ahead and run through the chat room real quick with questions. And Sharon, you can feel free to jump in if there's anything you've got ideas of. Let's see. I have to add my name to each of the templates manually and then try to match font and color. Okay, so let me go ahead and take over screen share. I'm going to show you how to double check that your tokens are set up. You should have been able to set them up as soon as you logged in the first time. But if not, you can go into your profile. Let's open up Photofy. And you'll tap on that hamburger menu, is what we call it, or menu. And then go into settings. And then manage profile. And this is where all of your tokens are kept. Someone asked, what is a token? Token is just another word for, a profile piece of information. So as soon as that loads up, this phone is awfully slow to do that sometimes. It'll actually bring up all the different options where you can add or change any of that info. Now, like I said on the image, when we were changing it on the image itself, that is a one-time change. It does not affect all of them. And to affect all of them, you would need to do it here in your portal. And I'm not sure why this is taking so long. Good gravy. That's what happens when you have an old piece of phone. But once that comes up, we'll be able to show you how that works. Let's see, Saracen. Okay, so if you have not registered yet and you do want to get registered, if you go to photofy.com/Remax-invite, that is where you will register.
Monica, I saw a question that they asked if this is available on desktop, and it is. The Remax one is not. So it is mobile or tablet friendly only.
Yes, absolutely. So Photofy was built for mobile devices. So you would only be able to access all of this on your mobile device. But I do see someone else asking about, can you log into multiple devices with the same one? If you have a phone and you have a tablet and you want to use both, yes, you can log into the same with your account. But your information will not be shared as far as your like if you have projects saved or if you want to share something you've already created, it's not going to be on both devices. So everything is done individually. Your profile information as well. Let me see if I can get this to work on my other phone, perhaps. And then what else do we have?
Do you know, do different regions have different, I had somebody ask if every region was different with what we have access to. There were items that showed us that I couldn't find on my app, like the business card or the Zoom backgrounds.
Yes, every region is different. What they have done is we've set up for I don't know why that's doing that. We have set up for the US galleries. Basically that happens first. That's kind of our galleries where we get everything done. And then each region, our art department will send out a spreadsheet to each region that will, those region leaders will then choose which items our art department needs to add to their galleries. A lot of this has to do with translations for different areas, and then relevancy as well. So they'll choose that, and then our goal is within 90 days to have everything up. Things will be sooner in most cases if there's no translations necessary, but very often there is going to be some translations, so it will take a little bit of time for us. But you will get all of your information, all of the, whatever the ones that they choose that are ready for you guys as well.
So I noticed a couple of you have said that you don't have access to the Remax stuff. You want to double check that you're logged in as your Remax profile. Some of you will just log in to the regular Photofy having not signed up with Remax yet. You want to make sure that you follow the steps and sign up through the Remax-invite and put in all of your appropriate information. And then if you've already logged into Photofy before, you want to sign out and then sign back in with your Remax information. So if your screen does not look like it does Monica's or mine, it means that you're not signed into the Remax app.
And someone's asking about business access code. We actually don't use the business access codes. Everything is done through that registration and login. Let me go ahead and go back to the website and I can show you guys what to look for. And then you'll know where to register. Let's see. So if you go to, again, it is photofy.com/remax-invite. You go there, it will bring up a page that looks exactly like this. And you can either scroll through to the bottom or just tap on Get Started. And it will take you to, I think that page is loading right now. It will take you to the form at the bottom where you can go ahead and register. Yeah. And the page is reloading. Oh. There's your form right there. So enter your first name, last name, email address, your phone number, and your MCID. The MCID is located in Max Center. If you're not sure where to find that, tap on the link at the bottom. I think we're having issues here. But this will take you over to finding your agent ID and how to locate that within Max Center. All right, let me go back to the app. And let's see, any other questions? Someone's saying that, go ahead.
The chat one, they just asked if you can use multiple sources. I have Remax, CRS, RRC, and NAR. Now you guys have added the NAR. Tell them how they get that connected.
So if you have access to NAR, if you've registered for that, it is a separate registration. Again, you go to a landing page just like the Remax one, but it's photofy.com/NAR. If you're a member, you can use the same email address that you've registered for Remax with. That way everything is under one account. And tap on the accounts link at the bottom. And this will show you all the different galleries that you have access to. So I don't have NAR on this because it's not linked to it. This is just my Remax one. But you would see NAR as well there. So that's how you'll find it. And then to just go back and forth, you can see personal side, and then all the different Remax if you have access to those areas. Let's see. How does it compare to BombBomb video?
It's Sharon, not even, so BombBomb, you use BombBomb more just for sending out video. This is, so BombBomb is just a whole different other animal. Yeah, the videos are good to use. The video templates, you have the video templates, you can send different videos to clients, you can email them, you can text them that way. So if you're talking about that, you can't track in Photofy. Photofy is not built to see who opens your videos. And BombBomb, you can track who's opening them, who's watching them. Then they can then reply from BombBomb. So it's not even in the same field. BombBomb's a whole separate app.
Yes. Okay, let's see. When will the recording be available? I will have it available on our Vimeo site, which just as soon as it's done rendering. It usually takes about an hour or two. So I'd say probably within 90 minutes after we complete this webinar, I'll have it available for everybody. And I will send out a link so that everyone can access it. I know we've covered a lot here. Let's see, if you don't have the business card function, Grant, you can use the custom ratio option. Let me show you. So if you're not sure of where to locate these, I do have a support page. I know this is a little crazy on my phone here, but rather than go back and forth, if you go to support.photofy.com, and there is a search feature at the top, just type in custom ratio, and it is the first option that comes up. Go to that article, and in here I have actually gone and searched for a bunch of pixel sizes. You want to make sure that you enter pixel sizes, not inches. So if you're doing a business card, you're not going to put 2.5 by 5 or whatever it is. You're actually going to enter the 1050 by 600. So this is going to be what you'd actually entered into the the ratio option under ratios inside the editing screen. You can also add print photos if you're going to do some print. I've got some sizes there, different Facebook sizes, and then Twitter and Pinterest.
You can also access support from actually in Photofy. So you don't have to go to a browser to type in support. It's there in the hamburger menu, and it links you directly to support.
Yes. That is true. I always forget about that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The Zoom background dimension, that was in there. Let me see. You're going to want to use 1920 by 1080 for your Zoom backgrounds. And let's see, what else do we have? All right, so yes, some of you don't have the same templates on there. They will be available as soon as we get the approval from the different regions. And I think that's it. Do you see anything coming up new?
No, I think the last question that came up on chat was how to get it on the Apple. Once you have signed up for it by going to photofy.com/remax-invite, then you want to go to your App Store or your Apple Store, whichever one you have, and you want to search for Photofy. That is how you get the app. So you want to sign up first through the Remax-invite link, and then go on your phone to the store, the App Store, and search for photofy.com and download it to your phone.
All right.
And I've seen a couple of you ask about the e-business card. I think the easiest way to use an e-business card is to text it to people. So once you have it saved to your phone, you would just pull open your messages and you would text it to your client. Let me, Monica, can I show that real quick?
Go for it.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take over and just kind of show you the easiest way to do that. So I'm gonna open my text. Oh, no, not that. We're gonna open text, I'm going to text it. This is one of my agents that was talking about the Photofy session today. And so then I'm going to, in this box, I'm just going to add a photo, and you're going to see it connects to all of my photos, and I'm going to text it to my agent. That wasn't, there we go. That's the one that I had went in and edited. So I think that'd be the best way to do that, is just texting it to your clients, and or sending it via email. If you already don't have a, if you don't have a, like I have a digital signature, I have an email signature. So if you don't have a signature that you want to use, you can always go into Photofy, because they do have some email signatures, and you can set that up, but you can also just attach that to the end of your emails as well. So.
All right. Someone's asking, are the links in the business card live? No, they are not. So Photofy creates flattened images, static images. So it will not be a clickable item unless you can make some code to go behind it, and then you can probably make it if you're putting it like on a email. Sometimes you can make those clickable and add a link behind it to email you or something. You can do it that way, but Photofy just creates the flattened images. Oh, and then someone says you can add a QR code. There you go. That is a good idea as well. Yeah, good thinking. I did see someone else ask about custom logos and such. You do have that option. Everybody has Logo Plus available as a feature on your device. I guess I should have done that before I switched to that screen.
I kind of showed them how to do the logo there and how to add a logo, but you can touch base on that
Logo
again
Plus?
if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you have is when you're in the middle of editing something, hit continue, and then you'll find the Logo Plus feature. Let me switch my mouse over so you can see it on the screen. There is the Logo Plus feature here at the bottom. So you can add, I've got people, different things in there. So just click add your logo. You want to make sure it's a transparent PNG. And then these are probably going to be camera roll or albums. Actually, if you're on iOS, you don't have, camera roll does not respect transparency. So you're going to need to use Google Drive or Dropbox to bring those in. And then if you're Android, though, it does. So +1 for Android. And then you can add your logo in here and your own custom branding. We are going to be releasing a Teams portal feature soon. This has been something we're working very hard on, to where your broker owner, whoever's got the admin access to the account portal, will actually be able to add custom logos for your team as well. And those will be accessible within the artwork section. So that'll be a really cool feature as soon as we're able to get that going. Currently in testing, almost done, almost there. Let's see. And I think if that is it.
I think that if any more questions come up, yeah, absolutely feel free to reach out. My email, I can give you guys my email to reach out to me. I love to answer questions. I love to video chat people and show this. Like I said, I love doing this with my agents. I teach classes, or I'll do a quick recording and send it to them. But you know, if you have any questions, and Monica, Photofy is just amazing. And now we're going to be doing these monthly webinars, and we're just going to be showing you guys different things to use and how it helps your business and just integrates your business. And so if you want to, guys, I'll put my email in the chat box, and you will feel free to reach out to me. And if you have any questions, I know that Monica is incredible as well, if you guys have any questions. So yeah, definitely feel free to reach out. I think that's good for today. Don't want to overwhelm them.
So thank you guys all for joining. Again, this is recorded, and hopefully within the next 90 minutes, as soon as this video is done rendering, I will post it to our Vimeo page, and I will take you there real quick. Vimeo.com / I know it's kind of long, showcase / Remax agents. So if you go to this page here within about hopefully 90 minutes, that's my best guesstimate. If not, keep checking back. This will take you to our tutorial site where we have all kinds of tutorials ready for you. And then we'll also be adding this webinar there. So we'll keep it updated as well. And there's one for Zoom. Yay. So if you don't have the Zoom tutorial, or Zoom templates, check out this tutorial. This will actually show you how to do that custom ratio and create your own custom Zoom background as well, using all the features within Photofy. So if you have any other questions, feel free to contact Sharon or myself. I am at, let me see, hang on. I want to show this so that you can see it. All right, so vimeo.com / showcase / Remax agents. Okay, so you can contact me through support.photofy.com. There's a link in the top right to submit a request. Those come straight to me. So if there's any other questions, please let us know, and we're happy to help you out. But thank you so much for joining. I appreciate y'all getting through our little course. This is our first webinar, so I think we hopefully helped you guys out a lot. So I look forward to the next one. And if you have any questions that you think are good to share through the next webinars, please also send those, and I can add those to the list of things that we're going to go ahead and talk about in the future. So I want to definitely send out information, give you guys information that'll help you out. So Sharon, thanks so much for joining me. And
yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Photofy. Thank you, Remax. This partnership has been one of the coolest things that I've seen drop, and I'm just excited to see where it goes from here.
Absolutely. This is going to be so cool. So thank you guys, everybody. Stay healthy, and let us know how we can help in the future.
Bye.
Bye.